Hi everyone, and welcome back to Project Hospital, where we are in my sandbox hospital. I was about to call it a hotel again, called Sandy. Now, as you can see by the little box in the middle, I have had the update and I also have the DLC, although I'm not going to include the DLC in this series. I may do another series to include it. I've got ideas popping around my head right now as to how to lay out the new hospital, including the new items that are in the DLC. So first things first, before we get back to Elizabeth, is we are going to take care of the internal medicine department, because they have now removed the surgery. You can no longer have operations in the internal medicine. So we are going to go... Which floor am I on? Yes, I'm on the right one. So all of that needs to go. Right, internal. All gone, just like that. Although putting it back together isn't quite so easy, I expect. Right. Let's take everything out of the room so that we can start from the beginning. Now, do we need the room to be as big as it currently is? There it is. Special... Oh, I didn't even notice that. I think I am going to have to do another series, just to put all these extra bits and bobs in. Anyway, Special Procedures Unit. Minimal size 4x4. Okay, so we don't need it as big as it currently is then. Should we see if we can fit everything in that space there? Okay, so we still need an operating table. What does that need? It needs an ENT workstation, a thoracentesis device, and the lights. Okay, so what else does this need? Mobile workstation. Needs a warming cabinet. An instruments table. Pop the surgery instruments down there. An equipment cabinet. I'm wondering if I can fit all this in. Yeah, I can fit this in easy. That can go underneath there. So we need to sort out the walls. So we want the tiles. Right, we need to bulldoze those walls and those ones. Top and bottom, that one. We'll fix the flooring in a minute as well. Right, let's rotate. That side needs doing. And we need doors. Pop that there. And then it was just the flooring. What have I got there? Polka dots. Which polka dots? Why is that line still there? Oh, because I haven't redone the corridor. There we go. So that's the new room in. I've also had some thoughts about the downstairs clinic, because for some reason my patients are going out of this entrance, coming all the way around here to then lay down in one of these beds. Well, the whole point of having this door here is so that they come through the door. So what I'm thinking Okay, let's remove that one then. Corridor. If I can put 2 corridors in, keep them separate, and then make one and then it makes that bit not accessible for patients. Which means that's not accessible. Okay. This side, well, patients don't really enter that side anyway because they've collapsed. But they can come through this way. So, I wonder if I need to... Ah, that works. Let's do that. And we will see how this works. How does it look? Still looks okay. Are they going to be able to get through there? Let's move that. Move. Actually, let's just delete that one. So that way they've got a gap that they can get around. Right, let's see what happens now. So hopefully, when paramedics arrive, they can still bring everybody in that way. And this person can hopefully use the right door. Anyway, let's go back up, find Elizabeth, where we left the last episode. Let's turn her into a favourite patient, so that we can follow her and unpause the game. So she still has 3 hidden symptoms. So let's send her for a blood draw, CRP and chest thingy. Auscultation? Is that a word? Because she will shortly be moved up to the ICU department anyway. So let's follow her up. There we are. Oh, and now I've got somebody else collapsing. Well, we know what's wrong with him, so why isn't he being treated? Well, he's now going to be chucked into the trauma centre. So let's give him... What's the actual treatment for this? Let's give him everything else first. How is she doing? Undergoing stabilisation. Oh, where's she going? Aha, she's having some tests done to see if we can find out what these hidden symptoms are. And with a bit of luck, prevent any more collapses. So she has arterial stenosis, which is narrowing of the coronary arteries. Okay, she's already getting treatment, so that's okay. We are now down to 2. Oh, my cleaners aren't doing a very good job, are they? So she's getting a blood pressure measurement while she's in the ICU. That doesn't appear to have shown anything. Bad weather and low temperatures cause 10% more of your patients come to the clinic. That's a good thing, I think. Isn't it? Flu season. Alright, well let's leave Elizabeth for the moment and see if we can catch up with our other collapsy patient. Oh, he's also got a cough. Let's turn him into a favourite as well. That way every time there's a new symptom, it will send me a message. So it appears to be a quiet night shift. Oh my goodness. Who's in charge of that corridor? Nope. I don't think anybody is. Right, let's get some corridor down. Hang on, I thought I was in the other one. There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Let's put the medical laboratories here. This way, hopefully, there'll be enough people to cover the whole thing. Done it again, haven't I? Oh dear. I will sort that out in a second. Because that is the clinic. There we go. Really find the staff again. Ah, there it is. So I'm looking for the cleaners. Jennifer and Michael. Right, let's give... So he's nighttime. And Jennifer is the daytime. There we go. So we will also... Let's make that one a bit bigger. Make sure I'm in the right department first. Right, corridor. And then radiology can have the last bit of corridor. There we go. Much better. So hopefully the cleaners from each department will now clean that area. Okay, this is how it helps. Right, let's unpause and... Clinic got any... Oh dear, we got a bleeder here. Can we stop them from bleeding everywhere, please, before they walk away? Oh dear, another one. Pulmonary hypertension. Where are you? Well, at least you're in a bed already, so you're lying down. I suppose with a condition like that, hypertension in the arteries from the heart to the lungs. Pulmonary hypertension often happens due to large or many small pulmonary emboli, blood clots in the lungs. So I suppose that clot can always disappear somewhere, can't it? Oh, we have a result on... Ah, he's all... So now we know all of his symptoms. Fingers crossed we can now fix him up and send him home. She will soon be disappearing over to ICU as well, I expect. Yep, there's the sign. So that's 3 in ICU already. I wasn't expecting to use this so early. So Elizabeth also has elevated LDL and elevated CRP. So now we have all of the symptoms. We can try and fix her up and send her home. I think I might hire another doctor in here. They're struggling a bit. Who can we find? Fast and hard working, that'll do me. And a nighttime person. Long commute, but she's a diagnostic genius. Let's get another nurse as well. You look like a good one, and let's have you too. Hopefully that should mean that the ICU department will run smoothly. Got enough doctors to now cover 3 patients if any of them decide to collapse again. See if we've got any patients anywhere else. Let's start in internal. Oh, we've got somebody up here. What's wrong with you? You have Lyme disease, but you're getting all the treatment. Nobody else in internal medicine. Doesn't look like there's anybody in orthopedics. Nobody here either. Let's have a look upstairs in neurology, see if we've got anybody. Oh, yep, one. CRVO. Central retinal vein occlusion is one of the common vascular disorders of the eye's retina. That does not sound nice. But we're fixing him up. And, oh, I never noticed you. There you are. Staphylococcal meningitis. And they're recommending electrical muscle stimulation. I'm guessing that's for the stiffness of the neck. Yes, but they can't do that in this department. Oh, hello. Just walking around there. Where are you going? Oh, she's having an eye test. I think that's the one where they blow air into your eyes, which makes you cry. Hopefully they'll give her some medication now. But we still don't know which condition she has. Select that one, it's the only option we've got left. Aha! So she needs some antibiotic ointment and she's good to go. She's going to a chair, but which one? I am confused. Why has she come down to the laboratory when we've already got the result? Oh, change of shift. Good to know there's been no critical rooms overnight. Of course, shift change means that we have to wait for another technician to come in to process her tests. It'll fix her up in the end. Oh dear. You need to have your feet looked at. Once the results come back from the test, we will know whether they have nail fungus or just athlete's foot. You need some pain relief. You need some help to breathe. You need both. Oh, another one. Is everybody going to the same swimming pool? A lot of you are hiding your symptoms. That doesn't make it very easy. That here's looking a bit cleaner now. What's wrong with you? Oh, we don't know. Have they tried the FAST on it? Is it even available? No. Let's give him an ultrasound and see what happens. Maybe that can tell us whether it's the kidneys or the liver. What else is there? Urine sample would help to determine if it's the kidneys, maybe? What's this one? Drawing of a blood test. Okay. Enzyme linked immunosuppressant. I'll select that one as well then. Oh, he's being moved out of ICU. Wonderful news. And I have completed an objective. Treat 5 patients per day at any specialised department. Reward a 50,000 government grant. Well, my bank certainly appreciates that. Oh, hang on, I've done another one as well. Open hospitalisation at any specialised department. Increase clinic patients per day to 15. And another one. Enable hospitalisation at intensive care unit. Oh, reward ambulances. Purchase 1 ambulance. Increase ambulance patients per day. Oh, I should be getting some ambulance patients now. Wonderful. So Thomas is now going to be taken over to internal, where his medication will continue And eventually he will be released. So how is Elizabeth doing? She hasn't had any more collapses, and at least we know all of her symptoms now. Sarah, we know all of her symptoms as well, so fingers crossed they will both be leaving us soon. Oh, have I not done the corridor here? I'm not going to use ICU. Nope, I haven't put any corridor in here either. Oops. Let's spread it out a bit between all the departments. There we go. Go back to game. Oh goodness. This one doesn't look very well, does she? Elizabeth is now being moved back to cardiology. Wonderful news. And this lady needs some help. She could have pericarditis, simple chronic bronchitis, or histoplasmosis. I may have to rethink this corridor in the next one. So, could be lungs, so let's do a chest auscultation, physical examination. These will at least tell us that it's not the lungs. Might do a blood draw as well, actually. Don't know. Respiratory disease caused by the fungus histoplasma. Oh my goodness me. Surely a blood test would show something. Let's see if we can narrow down her symptoms. She's only got one hidden symptom. We just need to determine what that one symptom is. Because she's had all of the things that I recommended. Now we're waiting on the blood test. Time has been sped up, but it looks like we might have a change of staff before we get an answer. Yep. Right. Change of staff. I'm guessing the blood test didn't come up with anything. Okay. Let's have one of them then. Uh-oh. She's about to collapse. Okay, she's been taken down to the trauma centre. Let's have some heart monitoring. I'm wondering if it's the pericarditis then. So heart monitoring, ECG. Those are the only ones there that I can see would have anything to do with the heart other than the chest x-ray, but let's chuck it on there anyway. The rest of the hospital seems to be working fine. People are finally using these doors instead of walking around outside. Oh dear, she's collapsing again. We really need to find out what's wrong with her. Let's bump her up to code blue. So we have to treat her as if she's a critical patient. Which at the moment she is. Because she keeps collapsing on us. No, ECG hasn't shown anything. Let's chuck these all on. Something's got to show us the last symptom. Alright, now we're in the CT. Shame we can't put her in for the angio. Swollen pericardium. There we go, we've got it. Get rid of them then. So, she needs IV corticosteroids. And she will be moved to a suitable room to have those steroids. Oh, I've completed another one. Objective for insurance company has been completed. Perform one surgery or surgeries. Okay. You get a 50,000 government grant. Lovely, lovely. Can't complain with more money. My bank account is looking prettier than I was expecting so soon. Oh dear. Let's go and find her. There's no doctor here. Oh, there's no nighttime doctor. Oh, no wonder she's had to wait so long. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Alright, let's chuck you in there. I know we're currently having a quick shift change, but no point having people coming in and... Oh, we have an ambulance. What have you brought me? You have brought me a subdural hematoma. Yikes. Let's get you stabilised and then moved up to neurology. Oh, you have to bring him in just at shift change though, don't you? Thomas is going home. Wonderful news. Well done, Thomas. And Elizabeth. Fantastic. Can't say I blame you, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, that was my fault, and I clearly missed hiring a doctor. Right, you are sorted, so let's get you moved up to neurology so that you can have a craniotomy. I'm going to put you as a favourite patient so that I can find out that you are healed and sent home. So what are my other challenges? Treat 20 patients per day at emergency. Well, I've got 29 supposed to be coming in, so fingers crossed. It does mean that they all have to be treated here though. Diagnosed and then given the medication and gone home. But obviously we've still got 10% more patients coming to the clinic because of it being flu season. Reach prestige 80% at any specialised department and reach 80% prestige at the end of the day. Well, we're not doing very well. 63. The only one that's half decent. Oh no, I've got two there, cardiology and medical laboratory. So what have I done differently in those two that I haven't done in the other departments? The only thing different I can see is I've got plants here, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any in cardiology. Let's have a look in here. Satisfaction of patients. Oh, the staff aren't satisfied. Okay. Right, let's pause it a second. Ugly environment. Depressed. Oh, you give yourself the depressed modifier. Let's look at somebody else. Oh, you're quite happy. Need reduced, rested, and a nice environment. Unattended, which means that they don't have somebody to oversee them. Would that make a difference? Oops, too far. What about you? Ugly environment, unattended is showing as the biggest. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Okay, so the only thing I can really think of is I need somebody to be able to oversee them all. But unattended. What about you guys? Oh, you're okay, you're happy enough. What have we got going on right now? Fraser Williams. IHD with heart failure. Ischemic heart disease, also known as coronary artery disease, is a large group of cardiovascular diseases caused by the, can't say that word, atherosclerosis of the coronary arteries that can result in heart failure. Treatment for that is cardiovascular surgery. And the rest of them would help him to feel a little better too. Okay, so the only thing really I can think of is to put somebody in charge of them, but the problem is you can't guarantee that you're going to have a decent person in charge. So she's only a fellow, although she's got 4 out of 5 little doctor thingies. She's the same. She's got 5, she's a specialist. He's only a resident, she's a fellow, and she's a fellow. So who did I find her? Let's see if it makes much of a difference. Okay, the staff are now satisfied. No dead patients. Always a good thing. Right, let's see what happens by the end of the day. Has that helped? Alright, cardiology was already good. So I've just fixed a department that didn't have any problems in the first place. But they have an unattended thingy as well. Okay. So we are in radiology. Oh, you can't put anybody as tough. clearly. Oh my goodness. Where did this one go? Can we stop him from oh. It would have been nice if they could have stopped his bleeding before they actually took him out of the ward. Okay, so it looks like this isn't really enough space. Right, let's make him a critical patient. He's bleeding everywhere, so hopefully he will get his surgery quite soon. Is there a queue? You are now a priority. Managed to bump you up the list. Oh, we've got a happy face. What's wrong here then? Back pain. There we go, so this one can be treated. Whether it will class as... it should class as that, but whether anybody else has been. I need some more cleaners. Quick pause and we are back. Right. We have put no cleaners in, so hopefully, but then who is it that manages that part? That's the laboratories, so we need to chuck in a couple more cleaners in the laboratory. Oh, you're a nighttime worker, Karen Hall. Let's pop you in nighttime then. Long commute, but hopefully good at your job. Oh, that's a good one. I'll have you. And need one more. You'll do. There we go. So hopefully this will all be cleaned up now. Where's she going? Oh, she's under observation at the moment. Where are they planning on putting her? Oh, down here. Let's give her a load of different tests and see what they can find. Oh no, they put her in a bed. Much more comfortable. Oh. Comfortable, but now she's going into shock. And she's back on this side again. Come on guys, let's get her feeling better again. Don't let her be my first death. Aha, there we go. Now we know what it is. Where does she need to go? Portal vein thrombosis refers to a condition where the portal vein, the large vein from the intestines to the liver, is blocked by a blood clot. Ouch. He has an intracranial hematoma. We knew that part already. So, does she need... what does she need? Medication, is that all? Oh, okay. which I'm assuming they can give her here. Yep. Does she need to be admitted anywhere, or is she just going to stay there until she's... Oh dear. Ah, she's being moved. Where are they putting her? She's going up to cardiology. Okay, let's go to you, Joseph. Where are you? Oh, he's now in a coma. But he has had his operation by the looks of it. But he needs to be put on life support. Fingers crossed. Right, so he doesn't need any of this. Why do you keep putting more on? We know what it is. We've treated it. How can you tell if he has slurred speech when he's unconscious in a coma? And has a headache? That one doesn't make any sense at all. The CT isn't going to show us anything because he's already had a CT scan. Okay, well at least he's been treated and he's now in the ICU. Apparently you can help the doctor uncover your own symptoms. Okay. And you're a germaphobe. Right, eye drops. Tells you he has a problem with his eye and you look at his chest. Okay, basic visual test came back with nothing. Wonder if he'd have a temperature. Worth a look. Let's do a physical as well. It's got contact dermatitis up here, so who knows? Nope, doesn't look like anything's coming up for his eyes. Should we do a skin allergy test? There we go. Contact dermatitis. You wouldn't have found that in the lungs. There we go, all treated, and off you go home. Nice to meet you. Time to go on to the next patient. And we're coming into the night shift now, so I'm actually going to leave the game there. So, Elizabeth, well done. You got better. You've gone home. Oh, we got a few more. Oh, a shoulder dislocation. Ouchie. So, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll do a couple more videos in this series just to show gameplay. Hopefully we'll complete some more of the challenges over this side as well. Anyway, stay safe and I will see you all soon. Ta-ta for now!